It has been a while I haven't used this Fuji XH2s to vlog with, so it's time now after this latest firmware update 7.1 to try it out in a vlog situation once again. Hello everyone, I hope you are all good. I'm Photorabs, a portrait photographer based in France, and I create on my channel videos about photography, filmmaking, or anything related to cameras actually. So if you are interested in these topics, I highly appreciate if you go subscribe to my channel. That's a massive help. And today's video is not sponsored by Fujifilm. I'm using this camera because it's been a long time I haven't used it for vlogs. I'm using also the Holy Landmark M2. They did not sponsor this video neither. I'm using this mic because it's been a long time as well I haven't used it, and I'm filming with the Tamron 11 to 20 millimeters along with the K&F concept variable ND filter. So the whole idea of today's video is to use this camera once again because I really love this Fujifilm XH2s. I made lots of videos with it, whether for my personal use or for my professional work. And this camera was a beast until we had issues with the firmware update, especially concerning the autofocus. And now I'm testing this autofocus in like a vlogging situation just to see if I can once again rely on this camera. Although I have lots of other cameras that I can use for vlogging, for example the Osmo Pocket 3, but there are moments where I'm shooting for a client and I don't have much place with me to get some different cameras, and I need to use the main camera to make some vlogs. So this is why I might use this camera again to vlog. But trust me, I swear this setup is heavy. Although the Fuji XH2s is not a big camera body, but I feel it's so heavy. I'm used to smaller cameras now. I'm shooting in 4K 25 frames per second, shutter speed 1/50th of the second, aperture 2.8, ISO 160, the base ISO for the Fujifilm camera. I'm using the IBIS and the digital stabilization in this camera. So I'll try not to stabilize the footage later on in DaVinci Resolve. So let me know, what do you think about the image quality, about the colors. I'm using the variable ND filter here from K&F Concept. And yeah, the white balance, by the way, is set to 5600. But I feel that there are moments now, because I'm in the park, we have moments where we have lots of sun coming, and some other moments where I'm totally in the shade like now. So yeah, I could have gone with some automatic exposure, but I prefer shooting in this way with this kind of cameras. The main problem that I had with this camera is that when I was using it for my professional work or even for my YouTube videos, I had lots of false positive focusing on this camera. The square was always on the face or on the eye, but actually when I was checking the videos on my computer, I didn't have good focus at all. And that made me like on the edge of selling this camera and getting some other systems, although I started to get some Sony equipment because I feel that the autofocus of the Sony is way more interesting for my type of use. But I love the color science of Fujifilm cameras. That's why I still have some Fujifilm cameras and lenses, and I'm really crossing my fingers to have a better autofocus in the upcoming generations of the firmware of this camera. I know I cannot cover all the aspects of this camera or all the aspects of the autofocus on this camera, or even all the aspects of the new firmware for this camera. What I'm trying to do on my channel is to use this camera in the way I use this camera, you know, to show you how I use it and to show you in my type of use how this camera is performing. That's why I'm making these videos. I know that there are lots of other aspects I can reach or I can try to work on, but yeah, I'm trying only to use this camera in the way I will personally use it. So what do you think about this test, this vlogging test? Do you think that the autofocus of this camera has been improved with this 7.10 version, especially for vlog? Let me know your thoughts down below. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful, informative, and interesting. If so, don't forget to hit like, to subscribe to my channel, and to ring the bell so you will not miss my upcoming posts on my channel. And if you have questions about this Fujifilm, please write them in the comment section down below, so I'll try to answer them, whether by replying to your comments or even creating some interesting content in order to show you some use case of this camera. Thank you for watching, and ciao for now.